All right.
Get
That's a good way to
warmed up.
kind of get warmed up, warm up. I want to thank you very much for coming out tonight. This is part of the Community Awareness Series program. We're part of the Jersey City Free Public Library. And we've been hosting programs here for over 37 years. And one of the people that's been a part of that from the ground floor and has come back periodically to lend their talents and love and so forth is Ubaka Hill, who is our coordinator here. So let's give it. This is something we thought would be very interesting for the program, and we've had these in the past. And along with the drum classes, I know Bashir was at some of the drum classes we had. And this is a good way to jumpstart a really good idea. And hopefully, after the winter, we could put it on kind of a regular schedule and periodically invite Ubaka back and others to come in and join us, all the way from Catskills. You were talking about Woodstock. Any case, again, I'd like to also introduce you to our supervisor of the Community Awareness Series. That's Mr. Greg Smith in the back. Some of you may remember Kwame. Kwame was our supervisor and co-worker for many years, and that before he passed away about a year and a half ago. So Greg has taken his spot. Also, our volunteer from Lincoln High School, Daria, in the back there. And Sheldon Walden does our documentation on video and camera and so forth. And we also have a wonderful musician, and he's a teacher, music teacher at St. Joseph's School for the Blind. And that's James Skitker over here. Assisting with the program also is Joel Chasen. Also, I want to say that part of this, we want to send out some good vibes to a dearly beloved brother who passed away not too long ago, but yesterday was his birthday, and that's Howard.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
And that,
I see it.
that's, yeah. So, tonight we're going to celebrate Howard's life and legacy as well. So, anyway, I'm going to turn it over to Ubaka, but before that, we have a petition on the back table, and we'd love you to sign it, and that's giving us support for an ongoing budget for the Community Awareness Series, which we're fighting for right now for 2015. And that's so, if you could sign that, we would appreciate it. And our next program, we got flyers at the door, is our annual Kwanzaa, which is December 27th. And we got Zu Latifa Zaire with her dance company and African drummers and dancers and so forth. And it's going to be a terrific event. As Ubaka knows, we started this 37 years ago, our first Kwanzaa. We have the oldest running Kwanzaa in Hudson County. And we continue on. So with that, let's welcome great percussion player, artist, poet, you name it, Renaissance woman, Ubaka Hill.
Thank you.
Water is on the back table if you need that, and restrooms to the back, go through that corridor. There's napkins on the table if you work up a sweat.
Good. All right, very nice.
Are there any more voters? Which one is that?
Any more Lona drums? That's a loner, right? Would you bring this in? Thank you. That's a loner. Which color is that? Is that a loner? Is that Daoud? All right. That's okay.
Samara.
Oh, who's this? That's your drum, right? That's your Remo? So that's a loner. So this one here. Yeah, good.
And then all the loners, people can switch around if they want to try something
Right.
else too.
Yeah, we might take a break. We'll go. Hello, everybody. First of all, let me just say hello, everybody. Thank you for coming out this evening. And as Daoud said, this is this is the first of hopefully many community drum circles. And this is my first drum circle here in Jersey City. And this is my town, just in case you didn't know. I grew up here, PS 22, Lincoln High School, that's right, St. Peter's College for some. So this is my town, I grew up here from the '86. And then I got out of Dodge at 23. But anyway, it's wonderful to come back and be part of this community, my community, our community. So hopefully this will be something that carries on. So just in case, let me just ask you this. How many of you have participated in a drum circle? A circle of drummers is loose, it's fun, you're jamming, having a good time. Which is very different, right, than a workshop where it's instructional. Okay, now anybody here facilitate drum circles? Joel, I know you have, as a teacher, you used to do that. So, typically with the drum circle, and everybody does it differently, right? Facilitates differently, directs differently. But basically, there's some structure, but nobody's in control. Right? There's structure, though, so it helps the music have integrity and so that the drumming could feel good and sound good. And then there is some direction, which using the words direction versus control and structure, but there's some direction which is much more like conducting. So there might be times where I will say, so you get a sense of how I might conduct, I might say, okay, bell players only, bell players keep going. So this is the sign that if everyone stops, you keep your instrument going, right? It might be the bell, it might be the frame drum, it might be the djembe, it might be the big drums. There might be a point where I say, this next round is going to be all rattles. Now, you see we've got a lot of rattles on the floor, even those bottles right there are rattles, right? So we might do a round where we're just hearing the rattles and playing rattles rhythmically. Or we might say that the big drums, we quiet the big drums and play some of the smaller drums, like the frame drums. And so basically, we'll just be exploring different ways of music making, right? The drum, Latin feel, it can have a jazz feel, it can have a reggae feel, it could even have a polka feel, I don't know. I'm not in charge. Right, but basically to say that, we're not trying to move this in any ethnic direction. And so whatever feels, good and right, and making sense. And now I'll leave with this last thing and then we'll get going here. I remember at one point, I wasn't around for it, but I read an interview and Duke Ellington was being interviewed and he was asked the question, what is good music? And the answer was, if it feels good, it is good, right? So we're going for the feel good. And if it doesn't feel good, I'll let you know. I'll let you know that we need to shift a little bit. Okay? So let's get something going here. Let's actually, one of the ways just to move the energy is to rumble on your drums. You know what rumble? Rumbly. When I say thank you, Spirit, for these drums, I really do, and more so, you know, these drums bring us the music of our lives, and the drums keep us connected to our ancestral trail and the teachings and some of the core values that, you know, are still good and healthy, you know.
We gotta find it.
That's right.
In the universe.
And some withstand the times, and some get lost in the times. The other thing I become thankful for is the fact that most of these drums, or most of the instruments that we play, are trees. They come from the trees and, you know, from the earth. So when I'm saying thank you to the drums, I'm also saying thank you to these trees and to what the earth has given us, and in all the ways that she has looked after us, and certainly with music, you know, all the wooden instruments. And because without instruments, we don't have the music. Without the music, we don't have the song lines. And without the song lines, we don't know our path from where we've come. And we don't know from where we've come, we may not know where we're heading. So it's all connected, it all ties in. So that was wonderful. So, and that last song is great for drum circles, great for community circle of all ages. You know, just get people, it's like popcorn, you get people to add in. Thank you for the tree spirits, thank you, on and on and on. Okay? So let's go to a different place musically here, energetically. Let's see if we can get a Caribbean feel. Want to do that? Which means that we're going to want to have a few more shakers and a few more bells in the scene. Yeah. All right, let's rock it out, Caribbean style. And that's okay. My drum is a djembe, West African style djembe, but this particular drum is actually a ube, which is my signature drum, built according to me. And your drum is djembe, and you have a little djembe, that little drum right there, it's a small djembe, and you have in your hands a frame drum. And do you all know that the frame drum, this type of drum, is the oldest type of drum, old before the rest.
Played by the women.
Played by the women. Oldest type. And the rattle is the other oldest type of instrument. So the rattle and the frame drum. And you have djembe, brother right here, he's busy.
Oh, yes.
Djembe. And you have in front of you a djembe, that's a Remo djembe, which means that that drum is not made of trees and it doesn't have animal skin. Okay, wood parts, but it's not a whole tree like some of these others, not the whole wood. And the skin is not animal. These other drums so far have animal skins, goat skins. Your drum is a plastic head as well, doesn't have animal. And then obviously you have in your hand a tambourine type, right? That's another very old. You can play that with a stick on the skin. You can also play it like this, like the Brazilians play it. You hold it and you can play the skin with your hands like that and get sounds. Or you do it like the old folks do in the church. You know what I'm saying? All like this. All like, you know. I think that's where it originated. But anyway, in North Africa, you have the same kind of instrument, and it's called a rick. It's the rick. So from the rick came the tambourine, North Africa. Go down the line, you have a bell, right? I ain't got West African bell. You have a frame drum. He has an ube. Vita has a bell. Hello, Barbara. She's got bell, Brazilian bell. So you have an African bell, and that's Brazilian.
A go-go.
A go-go. Okay, so note the difference. And then we have a conga. Now we have a conga over here. That was conga. You see, it's a big size difference. This is your average size. That size is not average. Actually, that drum was manufactured in Brazil, so it's a certain size for that company. But that's average. And actually, the conga was the first drum I learned to play on. Right here in this library, right here in this community, when I was about 17, 18, 19 years old, and I'm 58. So that's how long ago. What's that? My white fiberglass, I loved it. What if at the pawn shop, I was proud. I did it myself, $75. My memory is still good on that one. So, okay, so coming down the line here, now the barrel drum that I was playing, that you have now, in the West African orchestra of West African drums, that would be called a samba. And it's a set of 3 drums, all barrel shaped. So that's the middle size. There's one that's larger, big bass sound, and one smaller, which is called a kinkini, and it has a very high-pitched sound. And those drums are usually played. However, that's West Africa, because you go to South America, you have the same kind of drum, but called something else. You understand what I'm saying? So me calling that a samba is only from a West African point of view. Go somewhere else, it's going to be called somewhere else. But made the same. You understand what I'm saying? 2 heads, 2 skins, rope, played with sticks. All right, and in your hand you have?
It's a shekere, except for...
Shekere.
And that's also from West Africa, but this
Typically.
particular one is a combination by LP.
Oh,
And then you
LP, Latin
remember
percussion.
this.
Yeah.
But but I bought it a long time ago and then never used it because I had a favorite chicory I
Aw.
always used, which seems to be
Aw.
misplaced. So I'm
Yeah.
just now pulling this out and
Oh,
getting a
good.
feel for it, but I don't remember what you called it.
Okay.
Well, it's not normal to have those ridges on it.
Yeah, so that's LP, Latin Percussion, manufacturers, instruments. Originally, the shaker is a gourd. You know, the gourd, the brown gourd comes from the earth, hollowed out with beads. And, okay, so going down here, you have djembe, West African djembe. This brother right here, you have a doumbek, which is this drum as well. This is your drum. That's sitting in the middle of the floor, right here. That's also a doumbek, very fancy, but the same instrument. And these instruments originate also from the Middle East. You find this in Middle Eastern music, North Africa, Berber as the cultural reference. Belly dancing, right? Doumbek, all connected up with belly dancing. And then we have our classic maracas.
These are made from cast
Classic.
aluminum and plastic.
Yes.
The originals would have been clay with fish skin, which
With fish skin.
would get really soft and
Yeah,
difficult to play in a
Moisture.
situation like this.
yeah. So they don't do that anymore with the fish skin, but, so we went from tin and hammered tin, beautiful, beautiful ornate, to this type of material.
Cast aluminum.
And this is inlaid. This seems carved, but there's also beautiful inlaid West Africa, North African doumbeks.
No, it's from Egypt.
This is Egypt, from Egypt. All right, come around. We talked about the conga. We talked about the remo. Then we have the cajon. We have two. The cajon, not cojones. Don't get that on tape, please.
Like father.
The cajon. And let's give a little sample of sound. Some of you may or may not know that one. Yeah. Nice. Beautiful. Thank you. Nice, very nice. And that has a snare inside of it. Just a very short, the cajon came out of, pretty much originated in Cuba during the whole enslavement history of Cuba, where drumming was outlawed, nobody could drum, and this is throughout the African diaspora. And you know, you can't keep the music out of the people, you just can't. We are music, all of us. And so, you know, the folks in these encampments didn't have drums, drums were not allowed, but they could certainly sit on wooden crates and wooden boxes, right? That was the furniture of the day. And so you can't keep music away from people, and we need music for our survival and our connection that the enslaved people, called slaves, just started playing the boxes they were sitting on. And then when the slave master came out into the courtyard, they just stopped playing. There's no drums around, so we're not doing anything illegal. We don't have drums. And so that's the birth of the cajon. And then again, it gets, you know, upgraded. It has a snare inside of it, and it goes on from there. All right, and I think that's about it. And a lot of fun stuff, rattles. And these vitamin bottles here, for those of you who work with children and don't have the funds to buy actual instruments, you can certainly make stuff, recycle stuff. So those jars and things have what, corn? What do you have in them?
Just corn, just popping corn, little popping corn and
Yeah, give us a sample. I'll try and say that.
you just kind of shake it. Basically, it's just away from you.
Yeah.
And you can just do it however you want.
See?
After a while, you don't even realize you're going away from your chord.
Very nice. And then we went through around some of those bells. We have the classic cowbell. Now we have the African and Brazilian agogo, and this is the classic. And you know, it actually originated as a cow's bell. And they would actually pitch the bells so that the herders would know their cows. So, you know, one herder would have a cowbell pitched in A, another pitched in F, another pitched in something else, and that way they can keep track of their herd. And that still goes on in Switzerland now with the herding, you know, agricultural society. But your classic cowbell with duct tape, the best. The best. we hear this bell in Latin music, we hear it in jazz, we hear it in rock and roll, you know, just straight up, you know, give me more cowbell kind of stuff, right? More Latin feel, right? Just so you know, the cone is the deeper note, and as you move toward the smaller surface, the pitch goes higher. And that's with all the bells. If you have a double bell, you know that your smaller cone is your higher pitch, your larger cone is the smaller pitch. Okay? Yes. Good. And welcome, those of you just coming into the circle, welcome, welcome. Please come fill up over here. We're getting a little bit of an egg shape going on. And we're pulling further away. Look, there's a lot of chairs over here. Can we, yeah, you can come. Would you just hold it down for a second? I'm going to set up this beat. Okay, so I'm going to set the beat. Now remember, we're going for Latin feel. And Latin feel has shakers. Okay? Latin feel has shakers, bells, maracas. Okay? And let me set it up for you. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. want to build on that tempo and keep that, whatever tempo you set, keep it going. So if it's slow, it's very slow. If it's fast, and try to keep it going as fast as you can. And sometimes when you're drumming, and you might look around and some other people's hands, and you try to do what their hands are doing, sometimes you can't do. So it's always best to simplify. Either you just stay with the bass note, right? Or stay with one tone, and put the other hand on until you build both hands in, rather than, getting your hands all confused. Like jumping like this. All confused. The brain is like that too.
Rhythm flows in you.
That's right.
The drum, you see?
That's right.
No two drummers are alike.
And not at all. No two drums. And sometimes when we think about it too much, we can't play anymore. You know that experience? Right? You think about it and it all just goes away. Okay. Well, anyway, thank you and welcome those of you who just came into the room. Lovely to see you, all of you, family. And we did that song, Fanga. Anybody know what Fanga means?
Sounds yummy.
Like fondue. Fanga means welcome. So it's a welcome song, means welcome. And it's Fanga Alafia Ashe Ashe. Welcome here, blessings to you, welcome. Pretty much it. And Ashe, A-S-E, is the word of blessing. It's like namaste, it's like amen, it's like shalom, it's like Ubuntu. And Ubuntu means I am because we are. I love that one. I am because we are. Okay, so let's try something else here. First of all, I have to go, excuse me. This brother, Cliff Walston, I haven't seen him in 1,000 years. He knew when I was 15, 16, 17. Oh, hello. Underneath his feet, watching him paint, listening to jazz, John Coltrane. Oh, Cliff, so good to see you.
Right down.
You still reading poems? Good to see you. So good to see you. Oh yeah, hold on, Cliff. It's only over 30 years.
Oh, 13 years.
You're the day older than me. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. All right. So let's try something different. Let's so we had the Fanga, the welcome song. The welcome song, and I said a little bit about what that meant. And the song we just played had a little bit more of a Caribbean feel. That's what we're going for with the maracas and the shakeres. The other thing we didn't include for the Caribbean feel was clave. Some of you know the clave? Clave, the two sticks? Claves. And clave is a Latin American instrument rooted in Latin America. Two sticks. Most people pick up two sticks and play like this. Claves are played like this. See, I'm cupping my hand. One stick is over the cupped hand, the resonator. The other stick plays. I'm left-handed, so I'll play this way. And here's the difference. From this, so you play like this for this sound. So the word clave is the name of the instrument, and the word clave means the key. It's the key to Latin music. So wherever there's Latin music, there's clave. And clave is the name of the rhythm pattern. Right, so you have, there are like 20 different claves. I know 2. That's all I need to know. But, so one clave says this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 3, it's called 3-2 clave. And then the other clave is a 2-3 clave, just flipped, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So anytime you throw that rhythm in, whether it's on a bell or drum or sticks, you're going to get that Latin feel out of it, okay? So that's just one last thing. All right, so let's do this. let's try another feel. Let's try a reggae feel. Yeah, we like reggae. Let's try a reggae feel. And here's the thing about reggae. Well, I'm not gonna, actually I'm gonna change the word from reggae to Nyabingi. Nyabingi. Nyabingi predates reggae as a music and as a cultural phenomenon. So Nyabingi is the roots music, it is the original music, it's the music of people who live close to the earth, right? And those are like the indigenous people of Jamaica. You know, after they fought off, everybody was trying to take the land. So you have Nyabingi, which is more of a heart bass, it moves slow, it's deep, like deep inside versus outward. From that came reggae, the music, the genre, and ska was a part of all that. So we're talking about pretty much Jamaica, right, that particular region. So with the Nyabingi, everything is rooted around the heartbeat rhythm, okay? So here's what I like to do. I'm gonna play each of the parts, and I'll play one part, you all will play. I'll play the second part, so this song has parts, so I'm gonna teach you the parts of the song, right? I'll play the second part. If you can feel it, you're comfortable in your hands, you play the second part, while some of you are still playing the first part, right? I'll introduce the third part, and so on. I think there's 4 parts, and then the rest you'll improvise. Yes.
You mentioned ska.
Yes.
What's that?
That's another genre of music that's found in Jamaica.
Reggae.
Ska. Yeah. And it moves, ska moves a lot quicker, it's a lot peppier. Reggae, we've got that feel. Dinky, Marley, we think about Marley, Peter Tosh, that kind of music. And Nyabingi, it moves, it's more like a meditation, much more of a meditation pace. Okay? So it centers around the heart, and I'm gonna teach you, I'll show you some of the rhythm patterns. You take what you can, and remember, if something feels too much in your hands, only play what you can of the pattern. 1 note, 2 notes, 3 notes, add some more if you like, okay? So if we all start here, then we'll go, and I'll introduce the other rhythm patterns. So here's the pace of the heart. See? And I'm just calling this for space, right? This is about the space in between. No, nothing in the space, right? Just right there, nothing in the space. Nothing in the space, right? Nothing in the space. With the drums still playing, so you hold the bell. You got it, that's perfect. So the heart is where we're all connected, right? Next is up here. Good. Now I'm going to introduce the first rhythm pattern from this. Some of you can stay right here if you like. You don't have to go anywhere else. Some of you can take this next pattern, okay? Take any of them apart, so move around, all right? Take them apart. Five. 9. Now you have it in you. Remember, guys. from the Catskills today, you know, just checking in with the news and all of that. You know, there's a lot of action going on, right? Big march in New York City, Washington Square Park, it originated, down in DC, and all throughout the states, right? So I was curious about who's going to show up tonight with all that going on. So with all that going on, you're here, we're here, and I'm very thankful. So thank you for deciding to come out this night, this very, very beautiful day. And so, you know, the elephants in the room is very difficult to be around anybody and not become consciously aware about the state of affairs, like what's going on, why there's such a march, and you know, everything's been going on for weeks and weeks now, from Ferguson and on. And so I like to stay with the reggae theme, and I'll show you another reggae feel that also kind of introduces like a jazz reggae feel as well. So those of you who like to explore music and, you know, your percussion, different genres, some ideas, right? Yeah, so we'll play this, and then some of you know the song "Get Up, Stand Up," right?
Right.
Yeah. See, and that's what it's
For your
about,
rights.
right? Stand up for your rights, and you know, and sometimes we just got to stand up for our rights. And part of our stand up for our rights is stand up for our rights. You know, the right for equality and justice and all that good stuff. Okay, does everybody have a drum? I saw some new folks coming into the circles. Plenty to go around. All this percussion down here.
8:30.
Yes. What time is it?
It's 8:30 now.
Oh, it's good. Okay. Great.
It plays till midnight, I know.
No, we could, but we won't. Not tonight. Hey, Cliff, remember the song?
Maybe at the all-night percussion.
Maybe at the all-night percussion event. You remember this song? The winds of change are going down the ghetto streets, and life will never be the same. The bottom and the top shall reverse, and life will never ever be the same. The political game has been exposed, and the future for a place ahead. The people want a brighter day right now. The hell with waiting for the promised land, and now work is never done till the revolution's won. And now work is never done till the revolution's won. Good Boston song, yeah. I want to bring that one back. You know, you have to be 50 and older to say back in the day. You have to be 14 and say back in the day. Well, maybe you can. Back in the day, talking about the revolution, we used to say the revolution will not be televised. Remember that? And then I'm going to do a t-shirt that says the revolution will not be televised. I'm going to cross out televised and say the revolution will be tweeted and liked and Instagrammed. It's going to be all over social media, as it is now. Okay, so here's a reggae jazz feel. And even, you know, if you might not get your hands right with my hands, but it's the feeling, right? You feel that bass line? Feel that? Feel that bass line? That's right. On there, and feel the roots. Gotta feel the roots on the bass. definitely gotta stand up for our rights, right? And maybe we need to give up the fight. Stop fighting. You know, a little bit more playing. Yeah, less fighting.
That is what
So here's a song, another drum. Yes, I'm sorry.
the world needs this instead of
The
guns.
world needs this.
For me, that's, I don't know.
That's right. Drums, not guns.
Straight guitar sang a song. Mahatma Gandhi.
Yeah.
He says, could I sing it to you a little? I put my words to mix it with some of his words. It was on YouTube and so on. I said, Gandhiji said, Om Namaste. He said, Oh, Salam Alaikum. He said, Oh, Shalom Alaikum. He said, Peace be unto all. Gandhiji said, Oh, Namaste. He said, Oh, Salam Alaikum. He said, Oh, Shalom Alaikum. And where there is love, there is life.
Yeah.
Hatred leads to destruction. Where there is love, there is life. Hatred leads to destruction. Four words, which includes with malice towards none and charity to all. That's Abraham Lincoln. With malice towards none and charity to all. Judge not by color, but by character. Use that.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Beautiful. Thank you.
So that's on YouTube,
You too.
but it was a big hit. 110 persons watched.
Fabulous. Thank you for that. Well, we'll check that out. So we're gonna go to Barbara now.
When my son was a little, I used to run a daycare, and one of the tunes I heard on a little child's CD, and it was just such a lovely little chant, and we used to do it all the time. And it went, peace is the world smiling, peace is a gentle dove, peace is sharing, peace is caring, peace is filling the world with love. And we used to sing that around.
Yes, of
Can we
course.
please? It says, peace is the world smiling, peace is a gentle dove, peace is caring, peace is sharing, peace is filling the world with love. Peace is the world smiling, peace is a gentle dove, peace is caring, peace is sharing, peace is filling the world with love.
Hold on. How's it going today? You having a good time? Everything's good? What'd you have for breakfast today? That's okay, it's all right. It's been a long day.
It's been a long day for me.
1, 2, 3, 4. me just see who's around here. So how many of you have traveled, how many of you are all, let me see, all from New Jersey? Everybody here from New Jersey? Who's not from New Jersey right now? Who's not living in New Jersey right now? How many of you have a drum at home? Okay, very good. How many of you want to have a drum at home? Wonderful, wonderful. How many of you would be interested in having a drum circle like this that happen more regularly around this town? Good, good. So,
I'm sorry, I just wanted to, and then just mentioned this point.
Yes.
When you asked if you have a drum at home,
yes.
and I said, gee, do we have a drum at home? And Manny says, any service to the drum.
That's right. If you saw salt, that's right. That's right. If it's banana, that's right. Exactly. Any drum, any surface is a drum. But we're talking about specifically these types. These types. But that is true. Because some of these drums, your price, 150, 80, $100 and up. And they go up. And if you don't have it like that, yes, any surface, a bucket, like this brother has a tin can, that's perfect. How many of you have seen bucket drummers out on the highway? Fabulous.
Especially in Chicago.
All of what they do and all of those theatrics, all of that. That's fabulous. So, just like this brother said here, we need this. We need drum circles in every community, in every living room. But we need this because it helps us to move energy, it helps us to ground it, it also helps us to connect. Right? And connect in ways that we probably wouldn't be connected, maybe not. But that's the draw, the attraction, or the benefit from drum circle. Drumming, as we know in general, right, Holly? But as we know in general, it's very therapeutic and also very healing to the physical body, as well as the soul, the spirit, and the emotional body. It is already known that drumming releases an endorphin, a chemical endorphin, like dopamine, in the brain. That's why we feel good. Drumming. We feel good playing music because there's an actual chemical being released. So people who are not happy, who are faced with depression or hardships and just really can't find a good day or be a good day, drumming helps us to be a good day because it releases that happy endorphin. And the other thing that it does for us, and those of you working in schools with children, you find them being challenged in some kind of way. A lot of people have brought drumming into the classroom, or the schools have brought drumming into the school to help move energy, settle energy, and bring a lighter, happier feeling to the day. And one of the other things that drum circles do for the community is break the isolation and loneliness. Isolation. Some people don't even make it out their door, or don't find a community, or have a community. And drumming is music rather, is a universal language, and so is drumming. All people, we have drum, no matter this, no matter our ethnicity. All peoples on Mother Earth, planet Earth, at some point or another, have drummed, maybe not drum anymore. And so it is natural. It's very natural for us to drum because it's the heart. It's truly connected with our heartbeat. And the heartbeat is the first drum. That's our first experience with rhythm and pulse is the heartbeat. So it reconnects us, it realigns us, it rewires us, especially when we've kind of fallen out of our own spin. It rewires, it recalibrates. And what does the driving thing tell us? When it says turn left and you turn right?
Rerouting.
Rerouting, what is another word? Recalculating. Drumming helps us to recalculate, right? To reconnect, to reestablish, to recalibrate and recalculate ourselves from the inside out. And then we know that, when you're comfortable drumming, where there's drumming, there's dancing. And so some drum circles, the middle of this floor wouldn't be empty like this, be filled. Because not everybody drums. Some people prefer dancing or moving than drumming. And so that's the whole scene. And the more we can do that, the happier we'll be. And when you have a happy people, when we're happy, many things are possible. When we're feeling good, right? When we're happy, inside out, many things are possible, and we're capable of achieving great things. And so there is an overwhelming gray cloud that is causing us to be unhappy on many levels. Environment, food, politics, external, internal. And so drumming is a remedy to help us to kind of lift that weight up, be a little lighter in the world, and reconnect where we have lost some of those connections. All right, so let's close this with a final round. And be sure, I know there's a petition. I know, Dawood, you sent out an email blast. I don't know if you're doing a mailing list for tonight, but stay in touch with, is there a website? I'm not sure. Is there a CAS website?
On the petition, if they put their email.
If you put your email, then you'll be in the loop for more things to come. And I already asked Dawood if it's the possibility of me coming back and doing a show with my ensemble, rhythm dance, new ensemble for International Women's Month. So we'll see if that's in March. So we'll see if that's possible. We were here, I was here last year. Barbara did a very lovely introduction and laid out the lay of the land. Okay, so let's wrap this. It's just a little after 9, okay? Yeah, so good couple of hours. It's a good thing. Yes.
I'm interested in buying a drum, so what do you suggest?
In terms of buying, well, you know, there's, like you see in the circle, there are a lot of different drums, and I can't suggest, but I can tell you what to look for.
That's what I'm saying.
Because, you know, there's a shikos, there's, well, congas, there's djembe, there's a shikos, which I don't see any in the room, there's dumbeks. There are a lot of different drums, and different drums speak to people differently, the cajon. Drum circles, it gives you an opportunity to see everything that's out there. So part of it might be your own budget. Wherever there's an African fair, African street fair, and there's Africans with drums, that you'll get your best price for a drum. Once they end up in the stores, music stores, they're marked up how many times around. And Holly, you might know some other outlets in New Jersey, I don't know. eBay. Okay, but you can always go to your standard music shop and ask where are the world drums or the congas and djembes or who's selling them. Do you know Dawood? You know something?
You know, in East Orange, there's a brother, Larry Turner. He makes drums, and he does a good price. As a matter of fact, I got my songbook. He made me a songbook.
Oh, yeah?
So, you know, I will get his number for you.
Okay,
I don't have it
got my
tonight, but
email,
yeah.
you know.
I know which drums. 116th Street at the Mart.
Oh, the mark, good.
116th Street, oh yeah, that's right. That was the street for the mosque.
Yeah.
And this African brothers, African hotel and drums.
Oh, okay,
You're gonna get a good drum, and you're gonna get a good price. And the only reason why I say you're gonna get a good price is this. You know, if you're in the business of retail, right? You buy wholesale, you buy something for $50, then you sell it for $100. You make 50. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes between the drum that gets here from West Africa, mostly West Africa, to the U.S., that drum sometimes is sold 4 times before it gets to you, consumer, and then it's $350. That started in the country as a $50 drum. So just kind of know the math on that, and then you can better choose, okay? But here's a few things, and then we'll wrap here. You always want to check the body of the drum. Especially if it's wood. If it's trees, it's wood. It could have cracks in it, splits in it. You always want to check that out. The head of the drum, you're going to change for the life of the drum. I've had many heads of this drum, but the body remains the same, right? And so if the head is soft or has a little hole on it, you can negotiate the price, but the body of the drum really is the instrument. Now with congas, a different thing. Congas has cow skin, calf skin, thicker skin. Djembes have goat, thinner skin, more vulnerable to holes and splits. Calf skin, tougher skin, not so much. But the same thing with wood, even fiberglass. You just want to make sure all the parts are working. And if not, you negotiate the price. If the drum has a hole on top of it, if it's split or cracked, you said, well, you know, I have to pay, you know, to put a drum head, a skin like this kind of drum, anywhere from $35 to $45 just for the skin. Back in the day, you could get the skin for $8, $25 to $35 just for the skin. Then they'll take somebody to mount the skin on the drum, and they're either charging per hour or flat rate. Now I know, Holly, you've dealt with a lot of drums, so some people will charge up to $75 or $100 to put a new head on your drum. So you can walk out of a store paying $250 or from somewhere paying $250. Then you realize, oh, I need a new skin, or I need some rope. and it's already up, you know, another $150.
Also, sometimes, these are Remo djembes, they're not the same thing as an authentic Go. So I want to make that point. However, I mean,
Yeah,
they do the trick.
they do.
And sometimes on Craigslist, you can find a drum like this for like $50, $60,
Yeah.
$70. And one advantage of the synthetic skin is that they're a lot easier to deal with. You just
Yeah.
loosen these with a wrench, take it off, put it back on. You don't have to hire, somebody to put it on. I'm not saying that, I mean.
Yeah, no, that's just the difference.
That's one advantage, so, I mean, me, I play a lot of
I just want the
different
best deal.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
you could
What is-
start with this, and then maybe in a few years, you might say to yourself, this is the drum I started with, but I think now I'm ready to get an African drum, and I like the kind that Mama Do makes.
yes.
You know Mama Do?
Yeah, I do.
Those drums are great.
Yeah, and you're gonna pay for them.
I'm gonna get one someday, though. I mean, yeah, I played one, and I said, I am gonna get one of these drums
Yeah, go to Africa and
someday.
get one. Or, you might decide a Brazilian drum. It doesn't always have to be an
Right,
African.
right.
It could be a Middle Eastern drum. It could be East Indian drums, tablas, and so forth. There's such a variety. You have to see what really speaks for you and to you. You have, this is from Colombia, this is Dominican Republic. What is this called? It's a Dominican, okay? So, and like I was saying earlier, it's very similar to the samba. We have that samba right there. Two-headed, you're Dominican, right? So that's from your people. This is from your people. Yeah. So price, yeah, they want the price. We also want that drum to feel good for you, to you. The thing about these types, and I brought a Remo drum with me. I think that's our Remo. The company is Remo, R-E-M-O. If you work for an organization, a not-for-profit, or you work in a school system, Remo has a department, as a corporation, has a department where they give discounted prices for group instruments. The thing about these type of drums, they're durable.
Yeah.
They could be lifted, they could be dropped, children
them.
can play on them, they can be stepped on, jumped upon, and they'll still play in a drum. And you're a teacher.
And they often are.
And they often are. So you know that. So the wooden drums, a little bit more sensitive. Remo drums, good drum for community drumming. I don't know that. That looks like East African. I don't know the name of it. But that's all natural skins and hides. All right. So just to give you a little bit of an overview, that's to look at, and that's good. And djembe, just in case you want to do some research, djembe is spelled D-J-E-M-B-E. The D is silent. D-J-E-M-B-E. So we say djembe by not pronouncing the D. And originally, it was spelled D. Now here's a man that's gone to France quite a bit, but it had D apostrophe, but that's not apostrophe. It was, the French colonized, right, a lot of West Africa. And so the French in Senegal, in Guinea, Ghana, a lot of people speak French there as a common language. So it was spelled D with that apostrophe-looking thing, then J-E-M-B-E. So the djembe, the drum. And so that mark, which has a formal French word, has been dropped, and it's just D-J-E-M-B. Okay? So a little trail about that. All right, so let's end with a song, another drum song. And the words of this one, I think it's good. I know I like it. It's a good spirited song of words. And it says this: sing with my voice, play with my hands, let the way be open. Let the way be open, and whatever that way is for you. If there's something that you need to open in front of you, if there's some path, some experience, some journey, something that you need and want to open for you, this is the kind of song to call that energy in. So it says, sing with my voice, play with my hands, let the way be open. I'm gonna play the feel I'm gonna play the drum for the feel. I'll sing for the feel, okay? And then we'll take it from there, so you can sing. Sing with my voice. small enough group or a large enough group, half empty, half full. So, I'd like you to let's just quickly go around the center, go around the circle, and just throw your name in the circle. No bio, no trails. Don't tell me where you came from and where you're going. Just say your name. Throw it in. You ready?
Joel. Mars.
Yep.
Jalil.
Daoud.
Shelton.
James.
Christopher.
Eli.
Judith.
Wendy.
Barbara. Lisa.
Vita.
Chi-Chi.
Manny.
Ruthie. Angel.
Hey.
Sherry.
Hafazul.
Jocelyn. Catalina.
Chloe.
Dallas.
Sharon.
Rosa. Holly Papa.
David.
Carol.
In your arms?
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Now.
Sam.
Yay. Sit back there.
Tucker.
I think that's everybody.
No.
Amen.
Ubaka, thank you. Everything to the center of the floor, and then we'll go from there. And remember to sign the petition so that the Community Awareness Series will have your email address and keep you in touch. And you can find me online. Ubaka Hill Drum Songs, my website. I have a Facebook page under my name as well. All right, so I look forward to hearing from you and seeing you next time in the Drum Circle somewhere in the community. Thank you so much.